No.
And did you ever get any money from Maya Lansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those
fellas. None of these that I've been reading about, or none that I knew. They never gave me anything.
None of the Shennies?
No. I don't even speak to it. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk to him.
You don't like him?
No.
Night Court with Joe Lanou, live on X.
Also known as Duck Corella.
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent to
You
criminal.
got any business?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of intent to criminal.
You have any profession?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent
You
to
have any
criminal.
occupation?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent
Are
to
you a
criminal.
known racketeer?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, we're live, buddy.
Well, I guess we are then. Very good. I got my co-host is doing a good job tonight. Welcome, folks. Friday night police videos, Valentine's Day special. We're going to look at some stuff that's a little bit different. Some of this might not be even police involved, but it all has to do with couples in trouble in paradise and maybe a bad Tinder date here and there. But let's get to it. Let's check out a Mormon swinger. How that turns out.
How do you even put those two in the same sentence?
911,
Pay
what is
attention.
the city and address of your emergency?
There's like domestic violence, like somebody is
Okay.
screaming, like get off me. There is like a woman screaming. There's like the garage door keeps opening and shutting. It sounds like she's trying to get out.
Okay.
No, because she is attacking the crap out of
You threw me in the garage.
Stop.
What's up?
I just want to be able to talk to you without you two bickering at each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So go ahead, like you can sit or whichever.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm Officer Rubebrecht with the Harriman Police Department.
Okay.
The neighbors called in saying they heard a bunch of yelling and
I'm
screaming.
sorry. I'm sorry again.
So let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
T-Y-O-R.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
I can't. Okay, go ahead.
So Taylor, right?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
P-A-U-L.
Do you need paramedics for any
No,
reason?
I'm good. I'm good.
Have you had a little bit too much to drink tonight? I can smell the alcohol pretty strong.
Sure, but not anything crazy. I went out on a girls' night and I came home. Safe driving.
Okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about, like, do I need to call paramedics to come check you out?
No, I think I'm good. What did I do wrong so I can help myself? What did I do wrong? Help me to know so I can do better.
Well, it's not Taylor, look at me. It's not that you did anything wrong per se. We are just the neighbors called in thinking that someone's getting hurt.
No one's getting hurt. I'm just emotionally hurt because I'm good divorced and I'm just hurt.
Is that?
What?
Cool, thank you. Is that what's going on tonight that started everything?
Yeah, I'm emotionally super hurt. I can't help anyone. I'm just so hurt emotionally. I'm sorry. Can I get a drink of water? I'm just really hurting. I can get my husband to come get the kids if that's easier. I don't know what he wants from me. I don't want anyone wants from me. I'm just so hurt.
So, tell me what happened tonight.
He pushed me in the garage, and it's fine. I don't give a fuck. I just want to move on. I don't give a fuck about him. I just want to move on. I don't care.
Just wants to move on.
I pushed him. I hit him. He pushed me. I don't know what to think about it. Can I get a drink, please? Please?
Can you promise not to talk to him while we go in there?
Sure.
Paul says she went, quote, ballistic during the argument.
What do you need from me?
This girl's super
I
emotional.
just need you to tell me what happened tonight. So you went out on a girls' night. You said that, right?
Yeah, he came pick me up from girls' night.
And then what happened?
And he was bitching me out the whole way home.
About, so when you describe that to me, about what?
I guess having fun with the girls. And he was going to a
make
concert.
note of her
He's
hair.
like, we're not going to concert now. And he came home.
I thought that was a Mormon thing.
We were fighting.
Like she's been to bed to me.
And we were fighting at each other. And then I was going at him, I guess hitting him. And then he pushed me into the kids' stuff.
I'd have already
And
asked
then
her,
I went
excuse me, could you
ballistic
just stop for a minute? I'd like to
because
talk to a
I-
different personality.
And
This
then
one's
I
not making
fought
sense.
back, and then we were just fighting, and I just want him out.
Where did the kids go?
My son's right there, and then my son's up sleeping because we had my family member that was babysitting. And this is all, I guess this is all.
With you guys fighting, do you have any injuries?
No, I think I'm okay. My fingers hurt. I think I'm okay.
Can I see your hands?
Yeah, I just want to go to bed.
Just like this.
I just want to go to bed. I think I'm okay. I'm good.
What about the other side? And then
I'm sorry, I just want my dad.
All I've been trying to do for the last hour and a half is to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just being bombarded, stealing my keys. She's jumping on my truck, slamming my doors. Like I think my truck.
Is that your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like she's on top of my truck, jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want? Let's go look at your truck.
I'm just like lost in words to explain this. Like, so she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her, and she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago, so it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship like really pretty soon after her divorce, and so that's why it's been hard. It's just been like a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where, yeah, it's hard for her, I think, to get help. You know, like she fights it.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to go home.
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't. Yeah, and then I went inside because I was finally just like, she was not coming out. So I was like, okay, well, and she said her parents were here. So I was like, oh, perfect. I was like, I'm going to go.
Are they actually in there?
No, they weren't. It was, like, I don't know, like her niece or something like that. I don't know. And so I went in there and was like, gonna get them. I'm like, hey, Taylor's like drunk. You like come get her or something.
Are they coming over?
No, they already left. They were house sitting for her, watching her kids.
Oh, okay.
And then she came flying in, and that's when she was like freaking out on me in front of them. And I'm like, whoa, what?
What was she saying?
Oh, crazy stuff. I don't know. I think she was like, I don't even know what she was saying. I don't know, something about her phone. She was going off about her phone, and then she chucked her phone at me. And then, or no, she threw it on the ground. Boom! And then, I'm trying to think, damn, everything happened so fast.
So I talked to Dakota. Tell me what happened with the little wooden thing in the garage in his truck. Like, what happened outside at the truck?
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants. He pushed me into it. I reacted, sure. I threw it at him.
He had to pee.
Like, she's saying that she was so scared that She peed herself.
Oh my gosh, no.
And
that's
so,
not true.
And she made that point multiple times. When I first arrived at the house, I don't remember ever seeing her pee herself, and I feel like that's something that I would have easily recognized.
Noticed. Absolutely. That's a lie. I mean, she's just lying. That's not true.
Well, the hard part is that I'm getting two
and that's tough when the police call
different stories.
Okay.
As far as tonight's concerned, based on
I mean, it's pretty easy to see if she's peed her pants.
And what's taken place.
As I told you, she was a swinger. That's how you've been looking at it.
Placed under arrest for DV, for domestic violence. Okay? So before I talk to you more about it, I need you to turn around and place your hands behind your back.
So is he not at all?
Not tonight, no.
I'm confused. So he pushed me and I'm under arrest? Why?
I can talk to you more about it.
That's fine, but I'm just curious why. I'm going to am I allowed to talk or not?
Yeah. And just give me a second.
I'm going to myself, so why am I under arrest? So you're going against his word against mine, correct?
It's based on the evidence that I'm seeing at here tonight.
What's your evidence? Just curious.
Just all the stuff on the ground and you throwing things at him and all that.
Are we allowed to ask him or is that not allowed? Because
what do you mean by asking?
Because when he sees this, he's not going to agree to it.
The reality, that's the reality of this, is that you were victimized tonight, and that's why we're here. Is we don't want further violence. Yeah. And maybe this is the reality check she needs. That hey, I need to get things in check. So, I just want to talk to you over there real quick.
Sorry, the one kid just puked and so...
No, it's fine. I'm glad the parents showed up.
I don't know which one's which. The little girl? The one upstairs. Oh, okay. Oh, my God.
What is... Do you know the daughter's name? Can you know how to spell it?
Yeah, just not sure the father.
Do you know her birthday?
It's...
That's okay. Do they have the same last name?
Yeah.
Or is it a different last name? Well, she's not divorced yet. So.
Well, she is. She just hasn't changed her name. She keeps her name the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't...
I didn't know Mormons were allowed to get divorced.
Yeah.
It's voluntary.
Following her arrest, Paul took to TikTok explaining she has since started therapy.
I also got on Zoloft to help with my depression and anxiety. I'm on week 4, so I don't know if I see a major difference yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. I also started EMDR therapy and so far have loved it. We're just working on all the trauma and kind of gonna start diving into how we can help cope with it.
Taylor Frankie Paul, a Mormon influencer known for referencing swinging in her videos.
Hi guys, we are gonna be prepping for my kids because for those of you that know, I'm a divorced parent, so I do a prep day before my kids come for the weekend. I already have them because I got them a day earlier than I thought, so we're still gonna go get groceries and prep for the weekend.
28-year-old Paul rose to fame on TikTok after saying her ex-husband, Tate Paul, filed for divorce when she broke the rules in their soft swinging relationship.
Did you sleep with him or just kiss him?
I slept with him.
Okay.
All right, folks, there you have it. The swinging Mormon arrested for domestic violence. Well, let's go to Bruce Wayne with this one. What do you think, Bruce Wayne? Any opinions? Anything you want to see again?
No, that's a no bill for me.
Now, it's not really a lot of these guys tonight are going to be like most likely this would be a bill, or it would be an indictment, but it's going to be a misdemeanor. But a lot of the stuff we're going to see tonight is not going to be necessarily that part. So kind of just give your opinions on it. We're looking at Valentine's Day, relationships, all that business.
Yeah, I mean, love is definitely in the air, and it's a travesty that she got arrested. # believe all women. But no.
What do you think about her hair? Does it look like she just got back from a girls' night out or a swinging session? Her hair's all jacked up.
Yeah, I can't imagine why she got divorced. It's a wonder. But yeah, no, she was definitely up to something.
Yeah, man's out there with big loss in his life. Corey, what do you think about this?
From what I can see, I would wonder. It sound like, well, not necessarily bill, but they arrested her. She
What do you think about the
she
arrest?
seemed,
Do you think they should have arrested her?
well, from what I heard, they said based on the evidence. So if stuff is thrown out, right? If the car, if there's damage to the car, I didn't see any. I don't know if they noted that. But the thing is, right, is a claim of domestic violence. I think that should. I think I would want to know more evidence as to what was broken, what she did. But she does seem irate.
Well,
She doesn't
domestic
seem
violence is
like.
not breaking anything. Domestic violence is an assault against a domestic partner.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm just talking about more or less about the evidence that leads up to it. I'm gonna say the jury for me is still out on this one. Just seeing the beginning of it, she looks intoxicated, high, or what? One or both. Also, um, I don't see necessarily her being coherent. That's what leads to the suspicion of her possibly hitting him, right? It just makes me think that she probably did, but
If
I'm just
you were
kind
a
of
detective,
out
you'd
of
have
this.
to have some tarot cards and a Ouija board when you go out to try to figure out how a case is going to go. What about some evidence, man? You got any besides? I feel something.
You know what? You're right. Besides, I feel something. I don't know. That's why I said the jury's still out on it, and I can't even see his face right there. Right? Whether
What
that's
does
something
Doc
that
say
hit him
here?
in the
Doc
face.
says she admitted she was hitting him prior to him pushing her. Boy, Doc has got
See,
an ear on him, man. He pays
I didn't
attention.
hear that. I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. I've been moving around the house. If she admitted to hitting him, then that locks it in, right? That means she was hitting on him. That's domestic violence.
Right.
That's why the
Okay.
jury's out on. So, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, that was a rightful arrest. And she
Very
admitted
good.
to hitting him.
I'm going to go to James, but Bruce, if you want to weigh back in on whether you think she should have gone to jail for the offense or not, I'll take that. But go ahead, James. Welcome.
Unfortunately, I didn't actually catch enough to make a determination on my own. But based on what Doc said, yeah, no, she needs to be going to jail at least for a night.
You're coming in real rubber bandy, but I think we got what you were saying. You were saying that you agree with Doc.
That is correct. Yes.
Bruce Wayne, you want to weigh in again?
I think it was a good call arresting her, and I think that it was probably good for her as well. Sounds like she, well, I wouldn't say turned her life around, but took a lesson from it. So
got her life turned around. Okay.
Well, she was still swinging.
All right, that should have cured the rubber bandy.
Wow, the swinging and the swinging on.
You can't keep a good girl down. Let's go to Big Ron.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where to start on this one. I'd like to wish a belated birthday to our friend Corey. Happy birthday, Corey.
Happy birthday! Yesterday, Corey. The man's birthday was yesterday. Is it a birthday week now? We're gonna go. Is this gonna go on for a while?
Somebody sounds real mad. Oh man,
I want a birthday month.
Yeah,
you know, I just want to thank y'all for wishing me a happy birthday. Y'all made it just worth my while, and I think Joe is a little jealous right now. That's all right.
I'll be honest with you. I find it strange where grown men like get excited about their birthday. It's just it's foreign to me. I don't understand.
Well, I'd like you to know, all you to know, that I've had my birthday and none of you knew about it. So if that makes you feel any better, Joe.
That's the best birthday right there. I like those.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You just deep down inside, keep it a secret, huh? Just you don't know me, so you're not okay. Okay, I see.
Okay, so Big Ron was unpacking this.
Yeah. So yeah, there's so many things in here that go against each other. So you say she's a Mormon, but yet she's a swinger. I don't think that goes along with that whole religious out view, and I mean, I don't think divorce does either. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. I do agree with the hair. I'm not sure exactly what was going on with the hair. I think she would look better if she had some leaves and twigs in it. The way that rat's nest looked, it would have definitely would have added to it. So,
Looked like
but
she'd been
yeah,
out swinging already.
yeah, definitely swinging already in 3 or 4 different beds. Um,
I'm
given the
just
fact that
saying, I've seen some hair look like that, and it was always after a particular activity. That's all I'm saying.
always after a particular activity. In this case, given the fact that she admitted to tap dancing on the guy's truck, there was other multiple incidents of
Okay,
aggression,
let
violence.
me pause you because I want to ask you a question. Corey brought it up as well that she was damaging things. Could the male party in this, could he have said no? I don't want to file charges against that, and then that would have prevented law enforcement from arresting her for property damage.
No, because when it comes to domestic violence, at least in the state of Florida, it's mandatory arrest. Somebody's getting some handcuffs that night, regardless.
If your
But that's a
wife,
property issue.
hang on, if your wife goes out and cuts your tires, she can be arrested for domestic violence.
She can, because it could cause harm to me because I could drive the vehicle.
I don't think it works like that, but okay, I'll let you go.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't work like that, it doesn't work like that. But I think my wife would be more upset about cutting the tires on the car because she knows how much they cost.
Well, most reasonable people would, but there's something very particular. I'm sure Jason is going to get into it, so I'm not going to crush the cherry before it's time. But there's something very particular about domestic violence. Law enforcement officers are compelled by duty to do. But go ahead, Ron. I keep stepping on you. Go ahead and finish up, brother.
Oh no, I'm just, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean that's where I said that this is definitely in my mind, at least as a civilian, it's lawful. It's a rarity you see the woman get hooked up, so little bit of karma there in my mind. I'm also gonna feel that this is probably not the first time she's done this. This is probably reoccurring, and this time she just got caught.
That very well could be. Hey, how many folks in here think that men are more likely to be arrested in a domestic violence situation than a woman?
Probably like 90%.
Does anybody think different? Okay, I'll say that no one thinks different. Dr. Ahern, welcome, sir.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight?
Doing well. Somebody's got a mic open.
Well, look, in the first place, she didn't actually say that she had initiated the physical violence, but she did admit to assaulting him. It said, she was saying, well, he had pushed me. She kind of went back and forth, but clearly she was not very coherent to begin with. But she did admit to assaulting him. So at a minimum, they're going to remove her from the scene. They could have, even picked her up for public intoxication if that's what they had wanted to do. But there was something that was actually telling. If you go back and like we're talking about, a female very rarely is the one that gets arrested for the domestic violence. Even more rare is in a divorce proceeding where custody is an issue, that the kids are going to end up going with dad. And she actually was talking about how, in the divorce, I picked up the kids, like I have them this weekend, right? That's actually pretty rare.
So
And
you're saying
so,
that could be an indicator on her character that she doesn't have full you're saying custodial custody of her
well,
children.
I'm just saying that, yeah, in the overall, not in the arrest issue, but just in the overall. I mean, look, she's got some substance abuse issues. Obviously, like I said, I think she's got some undiagnosed things, and it sounds like she's getting some help, which clearly she needs. But if you look at it in the overall, based on the divorce she was going through, I mean, the majority of the time, kids go with the mom. So if dad actually had them, and now she was picking them up for the weekend. It doesn't look like it was summertime, which that would flip it. But most of the time, the kids are going to be with the mom. So when she's saying, "Well, I got the kids for this weekend," like during my custodial possession time, that says a lot. That says a lot, especially if the divorce is not finalized, even on a temporary orders type of a thing. That means that they had presented enough, at least in the civil side, that she's a hot mess.
No, I agree with you. That could be telling. And then again, that order is what the minimum that you have to do. It doesn't mean that parents can't go above and beyond and exchange children outside of that order, as long as they agree. So, I mean, it could be a deal.
Of course,
we don't really. But I get what you're saying, that that would definitely be a clue if she was denied custodial custody of her children and was given to the father. But what do you think? Do you think these officers had the probable cause to arrest her for domestic violence?
No, they did. Absolutely they did. It even going back and saying, okay, well, look at the demeanor of her, look at the demeanor of him, and she admitted to putting hands on him from the very beginning. That was the first thing. Well, we went to the garage, and yes, I was hitting him, I was doing this, I was doing that. So it didn't sound like she admitted to to initiating it, but she definitely said, "Well, he hit." You didn't say, "Well, he hit me and I did it as a reaction." It sounded like she was the one that had initiated the assault.
Okay, Jason, when you show up on a domestic violence scene, is that what you're looking for? Is who the person who struck first was?
No. In this case, if I'm talking to her, the red flag to me was the overacting and the fake crying. He was much more credible to me than she was. Both of their statements, I think the cops did a good job here. In our state, it's a shall arrest, which means you have to arrest, and I like it's not so much, you can go in the he said, she said shit all you want, but then you tie in when you tie in what they're saying into, does the surroundings support their comments? To me, in this case, if I was talking to that girl, either number one, she's completely lost her mind, or she's inebriated, or a combination of the two, or she's trying self-preservation, that she knows she fucked up here and the cops are here, so I'm going to put on an act. I mean, I've had females actually strike themselves in the head with a frying pan and claim that the husband punched them. It's all evidence based. I like the fact that the officer checked her hands to corroborate her story, and there's nothing there. But the cops made the right call here. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think the cops made the right call. In Texas, we're looking for the primary aggressor. What we're looking for is we need to remove someone from this situation tonight, or at the time of the call, that is going to stop this from happening. I've arrested the female a few times, and I didn't work patrol many years, so I don't have a ton. I'm not like Jason, where he shagged probably more calls like this than he can count. But more than a few times, I've been able to articulate that the female was the primary aggressor and the one that had to leave that night. So I think it was a good call, and I would have made the same. And I think I would have asked her, like, "Hey, you went out with the girls. What happened to your hair?" I would have made her tell me on camera that she's been out shagging other dudes. Or at least I would have tried. Didn't look like she's too shy about it. She probably would have told us all about it. Let's go to Skokie, Illinois, in honor of our birthday boy.
Skokie police. Skokie police, open the door. They're yelling. Go.
Solid ass door.
58 some more units in South Fire. Alright, take a turn.
It's a 3D door.
I would agree.
I know that's it. It's got to be Skokie, Illinois.
Incoming units.
They got it barricaded.
Open the door now!
Door sounds solid.
Step over the wall. Get on the wall now. On the wall now.
Are you okay? What happened? He's trying to kill me. Okay, we got an ambulance coming. Okay, where are you? Where are you hurt? I just want my. Oh my God, I'm having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack.
Is there no furniture in that house?
You're minimalist.
Could just moved into an unfurnished.
I just need you to breathe. I'm so sorry. Are you hurting anywhere? No, I'm fine. I'm just having a panic attack. I'm having a panic attack.
What happened, Governor?
As you guys haven't been here already.
What happened this time?
Casey,
Why
if
is
you
she
get a hold of
screaming for
Jason, I'm
help
sure he
and
can
you're
get you a
trying to
door like that.
Because she's a very angry person.
Why is she terrified saying that you're trying to kill her?
To my knowledge, we had a conversation and she tried to call someone else, and then she came back in still talking to that person and was being very disrespectful and aggressive towards me, and I didn't like that.
So what happened when you didn't like that?
I just said, hey, like, dude, can you stop being rude?
Okay. How did that escalate to her crying in the corner saying that you were trying to kill her?
To my knowledge, it escalated towards the fact that I just didn't want her talking to that person.
Did you put hands on her?
No, sir.
Never?
He's identified as a sovereign citizen air times. I don't.
217-10-4. You guys just, like,
The proper way to say it escalated to a verbal altercation.
I'm a loser. Like, I'm not going to do anything about this.
You're not a loser. It's
Skokie.
listen. There's lots of people in a situations like this. It just takes that one time when you finally decide that you're done with things like this.
I'm not.
You gotta tell us what happened tonight, though, okay? Because you were screaming when we got here. We had to forcefully open the door.
What happened?
Did she cut you?
I don't know.
No, because
Were you guys arguing?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
But I'm asking you if she cut you.
No, sir. No.
You know we can't keep doing this, right?
I know.
You know, how many times have we been here?
I know.
We just want to know.
I know.
So you understand that when you're screaming, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to kill me, we are going to break in your door. You get that, right? So if he's not actively putting hands on you, you can't scream, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to kill me.
It's my bad. So you want to arrest me?
No, we don't want to arrest you. We want to make sure that you're okay.
Yo, baby, let's go to sleep. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hey.
Can we take
Is anything happening? No.
Yeah, there are some things happening, Governor. We've been called over here.
So I'm going to say,
how many times in the last year?
I'm going to say respectfully.
Go ahead.
Please leave. Please leave.
We're still investigating what happened because she was screaming that he's trying to kill me, and she called the phone. Stay over there. Stay over there. No, you're going to stay right there until we're done.
We've been over here countless times in the last
Baby,
year.
are you
She
okay,
stabbed
baby?
you twice, once in the neck, once in the chest.
Baby, are you okay? Yeah. So what I'm trying to get these guys to do is let me come towards you so that we can let them know that we are okay.
Absolutely not right now.
And move on from there.
So you guys can call us again in 2 hours?
So she has just responded to that.
So you guys can call us again in 2 hours? Because you guys have called us every 2 hours for the last 6 hours.
I'm not going to call you in 2
This is
hours.
the third time you've called us tonight.
I'm not going to call you in 2 hours. I just...
Well, you might have to go to the hospital for that cut. Let me see. That looks pretty deep. Let me see.
No, sir.
Yeah, it might be pretty deep.
No, sir.
And we should have it checked out at least.
No, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, sir.
Absolutely.
No, sir.
How'd you get that cut?
No. Stop.
I'm asking you a question. How'd you get that cut?
No, sir.
Okay, then tell us how you got it.
No,
Why
sir.
don't you start being cooperative with us?
I have no issue with being cooperative.
Okay. Tell me how you got the cut then.
Stop, please.
I'm here investigating a domestic. Can you tell me how that you got that cut, please?
And there's no domestic going on here.
Oh,
sir.
there absolutely was. 100%.
Well, to my
Why do you
knowledge,
think
These kind of calls are gonna drive you
you
guys
said
nuts.
I was calling.
Why do you think we kicked the door? She's screaming. You're calling her a bitch. You're yelling. We hear it out the window on the way up.
She's screaming.
You think we're stupid? You think we were born last night?
She calls.
How many
police
times do we have to
saying,
deal with
"Stop
you two?"
strangling me. She calls the police saying, "Stop strangling me" on a recorded line.
All right, I'm going to pause this right here. Let's go starting with James, and we'll work our way around. How many people think that he's going to go to jail? James?
That he's gonna go to jail?
The guy's going to go to jail. Or the girl goes to jail. Who goes to jail, or nobody goes to jail? What's your vote?
Jeez, I really
Flip a
don't
coin.
know.
Then
I think I'd go with her right now.
You say she goes to jail.
Yeah, she goes to
Okay.
jail.
Bruce Wayne.
Well, my money's on him, but I wouldn't be surprised if both of them go.
The way to we're going with him. Pick one. It's weird how you won't. Corey.
I'm going to say he's going to go. He seems intoxicated. Not just because he's intoxicated, but I just feel like he's going to go. They're going to get somebody out of there, but I feel like he's going to go.
And Casey says no one does. I guess if no one goes to jail, someone will get hurt. I think it's what she's saying. Dr. Ahern, actually, I'm reluctant to ask you or Jason on this, but just give me your opinion, whether you think he goes to jail or she goes to jail or no one goes to jail.
Well, I know it's your show, but let me ask you, why are you reluctant to ask?
Because I'm just reluctant to ask. Just give me an answer, sir.
All right, you know what? He's the one that's got the injuries. Okay. The fact that they had multiple calls of traffic, previously
You don't
that
want none of
night.
this, do you?
We'll break it down after the video's over. I'm just pausing to kind of get a survey before we move any further.
She's going. She's leaving.
She goes to jail. Jason?
She goes to jail.
Based on right now, him.
Okay. I'm not going to vote because I actually know, but it's interesting. Sahar says he goes to jail. Doc says he goes to jail. B says they both sound crunked. And B's going for she goes to jail. So we got 2 she goes to jails throughout the group, and I think everyone else is he goes to jail. All right, let's see what happens.
And as we come up with body cams on, we can hear her screaming, "Stop trying to kill me, stop trying to kill me, stop trying to kill me." So we have every right to be in this house right now.
That's fine.
Subject right back into the house.
So
We're trying to arrest him.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Sir, I don't understand why you're still trying to.
You don't understand.
It's probably because you're drunk.
No,
Doing my job.
I do understand the fact that there is no issue here.
There is an issue. There's a big issue.
So
You
what
two are a
evidence
huge
do
issue.
you have that there is an issue here?
What is it gonna take for you two to not do this, not be together? She stabbed you
twice.
Do you realize that?
You almost died twice.
What point are you trying to show me as a public defender of a situation that there's an issue here?
If you can't see the issue, I can't help you, man.
I didn't ask you if you could see the issue. I asked you if there is
I
an
can't
issue.
see the
Yes.
Because
There's
what
a-
I'm
there's a
saying
huge
is there is no issue.
There's a huge issue.
There,
and I told
okay,
you that.
so I'm telling you there is no issue. So what else do you have to say?
Well, I'm telling you that there is an issue.
Okay, so what is there for you to say about that?
I'm sorry?
Did she send a refusal?
Can you guys leave, please?
They are
if
Thank
you
you.
shut the f up.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. This is an extremely unhealthy situation for everybody involved. She has stabbed you twice. She's tried to kill you twice. She stabbed you in the throat and she stabbed you in the chest. I understand.
Make it seem like it's on me.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you guys have tried to kill each other.
Tried to kill me more times than that. Whoa.
Exactly. You guys have tried to kill each other.
That's my girlfriend.
I don't care if it's your girlfriend.
Yeah? Alright, cool. But for any reason, can you grab me, sir? You can?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because you're walking towards her during the domestic investigation. And with the history that you guys have, and with the history you guys have.
Missy, chill out. Chill out.
We have her on a recorded line saying, "Stop trying to strangle me."
What do you mean a recorded line?
When she calls 911, it's a recorded line.
When did she call?
Yeah. Right before we got here. That's why we came here. Do you think we just magically appeared?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
I have called.
From her phone number.
Call, you stupid Yeah, I did, because you were strangling me, you asshole.
Tonight?
I'm not going to press charges on your asshole. Like, get your pull your shit together. Bitch.
Do you have marks on you?
No, I don't.
But he was trying to strangle you tonight?
Marks. No, I don't.
Oh, look, there is marks.
Well,
There's marks on her neck up here.
Obviously, just said.
I know you guys think
Turn around. You're under arrest for domestic battery.
No, I'm
Turn
not
around.
pressing charges.
I don't care. Doesn't matter.
No! I swear to God.
She's got marks on her neck.
No, I'm not pressing charges. I am not pressing charges. No! Get the out of my way. Like, seriously. I am not pressing charges. No! This is from me. I did this. I put these marks on here. I put them on here. How can you prove that those are from him? How can you prove that those are from him? You can't. You can't. You can't. Prove that those are from him. Excuse me. Prove that those are dead. What marks are you guys? I put these on myself. So what, are you going to arrest me?
No, you called and you said that he strangled you, and we see the marks on your neck now, and you just said again that he strangled you tonight, okay?
I didn't say that again. I said no, he did not.
You did. Everything is audio and video recording tonight, okay? It's on audio and video recording. I don't know what your plan here is in the future.
When it's domestic like this, we don't have a choice.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't. The law says that we shall.
My dad's a lawyer. Like,
Then you can call him. But the law says that we have to arrest. And if you don't want to sign a complaint, we will sign on your behalf. The same as when he doesn't want to sign complaints and you get arrested. It's the same thing, just opposite this time.
I am not gonna. Dad, they are pressing charges. I'm not pressing charges.
Stop.
Since this arrest, Devanar has been arrested 7 times for domestic battery, and his girlfriend, Melissa, has been arrested twice for domestic battery. Lovely couple. So,
Corner saying that George.
Bruce Wayne, do you think this was a good arrest? Do you think the officers did what they should have done to quell this situation?
Man, 17-4. Talk about a match made in heaven. True love. Yeah, absolutely. They did the right thing. Marks on her neck. Yeah, definitely the right decision on their parts.
Do you think she's a credible witness, though?
I don't think she is, but I think the physical marks on her is. I think, yeah, I think they had every right to make the decision that they did.
Okay. James, did you catch enough of that to make a comment, or shall I skip you?
You can skip. Unfortunately, I had to talk to my boss.
No worries. Corey Brooks from Illinois. What do you think about this whole scenario?
Oh Lord, that is one toxic scene and situation. That is toxic. I think it's a good arrest because they see the marks on it. She said it. she's not completely innocent, just given the history that they have, right? That they are fighting each other and just that is a horrible situation. I mean, you can't keep him from her. You can't keep her from him. They're gonna be back. She's gonna let him back in. Um, but I can't just talk about the future like that. Yeah, I think it's a good arrest for the simple fact that there's marks on her neck. Would she go to court and probably say no, that he didn't do anything? I'm pretty sure. But also this is brings another note to domestic violence, and all too often when people do intervene, right, just to pull him up off of her, and something's probably happening to him, or she feel like he could be hurt, she jumps on his side and actually takes his side. But yes, I do think this is a good arrest, but it's just unfortunate that he'll be back there. They'll be back together, and this won't be the last time Skokie Police Department won't see her. And also, even if they didn't take him, the state will pick it up sometimes and make them arrest him. So yeah, they're going to have to. As, in Illinois, the prosecution does have um, discretion to say we want to pick that case up.
Okay, so you're okay with the way it turned out on this particular evening, right?
Yes, I just hope that he stays away. Actually, I would hope that he stays away. I
Well,
don't
he
think
didn't.
that's likely.
He was
Yeah.
he was arrested another 7 times for
Yeah.
domestic assault against her. So I don't know if he's learned his lesson after the last 7, but at this point, he still had another 7 to go. Big Ron, what do you think?
Didn't they say in the beginning of the video that the gentleman had a cut on his hand that was severe enough that they thought it needed to be looked at from a doctor? And if that's the case, then that would seem to me that there would be DV from both parties, so both parties should get hooked up.
That was actually my conclusion.
You don't know where the the cut come from, and he can deny medical treatment. I think they were trying to get him out of that apartment. To be quite honest with you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. Like you said, or Corey said, this is a match made in heaven. This is going to be rock'em sock'em robots. These guys are going to get to be on first name basis with these law enforcement officers and this couple. So, and like you said before, he went 7 more times. So obviously,
Well, and keep in mind, listening to the conversations, this wasn't the first time they've been there. They knew this guy's history. How many times he'd been cut by her?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is what it is. I'm good with it. Some people aren't meant to be together, and they aren't meant to be together.
And he wasn't meant to be in that apartment after that night. Dr.
True story.
Ahern, give us a breakdown.
Well, look, and to echo what Ron was saying earlier on, they talked about the severity of an injury. Okay, that he had a deep enough cut that they thought that he should go to the hospital. When they're talking to him in more of a sense before his drunk stupidness, gets himself arrested. Okay, they were telling him, dude, this woman has already stabbed you 2 or 3 times. You need to try to move away and move on, so on and so forth, right? Now, she's obviously got her mental issues. Now, he's got his mental issues as well. But I will tell you this, look, I have seen and defended so many cases where, marks on somebody's neck, arms, whatever the case may be, it just, there's at that point when you have somebody bleeding versus somebody that could have, even marks on her neck, okay, from who knows when. I don't know. At this particular point, you got one person that's bleeding, the severity of the injury. I still think she needs to get hooked and booked. But I will also caveat with saying that at some point or the other, we got to look at mutual combat here. We got to look at mutual combat. So,
well, is that allowable in a domestic violence situation?
It's ultimately as a defense in Texas. Yeah, it is, because it's a self-defense issue.
No, I'm saying in a domestic violence situation, I don't think you can have mutual combat.
Well, you know what? In whenever you have a familiar relationship, like in Texas, and I'm in Texas, so I'll just, it's the relationship based under the family code, and then you have any violent incident between the two of them. Once somebody is charged, okay, they are going to be charged with domestic violence. However, a defense to that can be both self defense as well as mutual combat.
Okay,
So
actually, let me be clear on what I was saying. I'm talking about at the point of the officer's arrest. Now, you're right. Once this starts to be adjudicated, that DV could very well change into something else and be justifiable, even. But I'm
yeah,
talking about what the officers charge. These two officers are charged with when they go there that night for a domestic violence call with the circumstances that they have. I'm not sure about Illinois, but I'm pretty sure every state has this. There is a duty for them to remove one of those parties one way or the other. And I think by him not
There
doing the
is.
medical
There
trip,
is.
if he had gone into and agreed to get medical treatment, that may have been how this ended that night. Because I don't know if they were buying her story.
yeah, no. You're right, and there's way too many, of these things that everybody goes home, and even whatever they remove him, he's going to come back, and or she's going to come back, and it ends up into a homicide. So yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. The immediacy of the police officers, somebody needs to be removed from the scene, and the truth be told, he talked his way into being the one. That night, he's the one that was bleeding. She's the one that was freaking out, talking about this, that, no, nothing really happened. Based on that, it seemed like they wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and his mouth got him into a contempt of police charge.
Wait, well, you stay there long enough, you're able to put it two and two together. I've got a 911 call. He's choking me, and then I've got marks on my neck, and he did choke me, and I did call 911. She was saying all the right things that I don't think that they could have left him there. I think he was clearly the aggressor with the evidence that they had available to him.
Well, question. I mean, could it be not just her marks? Could it be he was defending himself from her?
But here's the thing with domestic violence. You got to remember that the officers there are not. The probable cause is not as important as being able to articulate who the aggressor was while you were there. It almost doesn't matter. The way the law looks at it, they'll sort that out in some sort of judicial process later. The goal for the officers that night is that domestic violence does not continue after officers get there and intercede. And they do that by ensuring one party's in jail. They even have delayed notification to the victim here. That's why they would absolutely book him into domestic violence, not public intoxication or anything else, because that gives some special warnings for the victim on the aggressor's release. So going back to my whole point is that the officers aren't really looking to get the right person in jail. They just need to be able to articulate why they put the person in jail. That help you out, Corey?
So they both should have.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I feel it both, but yes, it does. But I think it's a fine line between mutual combatant and then DV. It just seems like since they don't know what happened before, it's crazy. But I'm
Well,
putting on that.
look at it this way. It's almost like the law has taken domestic violence as an exigent circumstance, and there's a few cases, horrible cases, as to reason they've gone this way. But the goal that night is not necessarily to get the right party, but be able to articulate why you removed a party from the situation. A lot of times, and this has probably happened to me, I may have arrested the victim in a domestic violence situation, but while I was there, I was able to articulate the person that I put in custody was the aggressor. But Dr.
That makes
Ahern,
sense.
you want to finish? I think Corey stepped all of you rude, and I apologize. I don't know what to say other than that.
No, it's the policy is error on the side of arresting the man.
I won't argue that necessarily, but I will tell you that I've never had a problem putting a chick in some cuffs and taking her to jail. Let's go to Jason. You with us, Jason? All right. Well, I'll just go to myself. I think that I think the cops did a good job on that. It's just domestic violences are some of the toughest calls you'll go to because you're not fixing anything. You're just cleaning up the mess, so to speak. Whoever you're dealing with, their relationship is most likely going to be shitty after you leave, and putting someone in jail is not going to make any situation better. It's just a unfortunate thing that officers have to deal with, and it's also the most frustrating because you're not just getting the facts and taking your information and moving on. It's just like I say, it's almost a no-win situation for police officers, in my opinion. Jason, are you back?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. So I kind of disagree with a lot of what was said here. Going from the officer's perspective on this, when you walk up to a door, first you have the 911 call, and it's recorded that he's trying to kill me. And then they get to the door. My first response was boot. I've been on calls like this where you hear somebody screaming inside. It's like, boot the goddamn door now. And regardless of the door, that's an awesome door, by the way. But when they come in here, you have basically, why were we called here? What did we observe when we came to the door? In my mind, somebody's being assaulted in there. Now I have an extra circumstance to do a searchless or a warrantless entry because of what I'm hearing outside that door, and you start piecing things together. And it doesn't matter what happened in the past at this moment. What happened in the past matters in the charging. So if he or she has been convicted of a domestic assault in the past with the same victim on either side, it just enhances the charge. So a misdemeanor assault will turn into a gross misdemeanor assault, which will turn into a felony assault. But I think the officer made the right choice here based upon what they knew walking there, and then based upon the questions they asked. They made the right decision. If he's been arrested for a domestic assault against this victim in the past, it turns from a misdemeanor to a gross mis or a felony. So I have zero problem with this at all. I think the officers get a job.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have a problem with it. I think she's a terrible witness, and I think she's just as much of the problem as he is. That's kind of my point about some of these domestic violence situations. Sometimes there's really no victim, and a lot of times there are. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes there's not really a victim, and it's just two people with venom towards each other, and that's just where it goes.
It's two idiots, is what it is.
It's Valentine's Day. They started out on Tinder, and things just didn't go the way most Tinder relationships go. This one went south. You'll have that. You'll have that. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's go to it takes two to tango. We're talking about it. Let's see it again.
On February 28, 2023, officers were dispatched on a domestic dispute call by a male who claimed his girlfriend had struck him in the face several times.
Hey, ma'am, step out here for me. Step out here for me, ma'am. Hey, so you want to talk to me out here real quick? Yeah. You want to talk to me? What's going on? Hey, you ain't got any weapons on you? No. Just put your hands up real quick for me.
We're trying to talk to you to figure out what's going on.
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Well, when you run off, we don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in this house.
Well, let me tell you this. I've been in his house for the past 2 months. We've been here together.
Okay.
He came in his house drunk and belligerent. He got mad because I didn't give him what he wanted. And he decided he wanted to be mad, put his hands on me, and be belligerent, and I'm not on it.
So, when did it become physical?
She started swinging on me. And then...
So this is your house?
Yes.
You guys share that daughter?
Yes.
You wanted her to leave for the night?
Yeah.
You told her you wanted to leave?
And she swung me.
There wasn't anything else that led up to that?
No, because she got mad because she walked outside the door. I locked the door and she said, I'm calling the police. I want what's mine. And I just said, bro, can you leave? And then she smacked the shit out of me. And then she got mad. In my ear, but I don't want to press charges.
Well, unfortunately, with domestic violence, we have to take an action. Okay.
Can I just remove it?
Where were you when he kicked you down the stairs?
Right here. Where I'm sitting at.
I wasn't here, so that's why I'm asking.
Well, I'm telling you, I was right at the top of the steps.
Okay.
He kicked me down the steps repeatedly, twice. From here to there, to there, to there. He punched me right here in the room, in my face.
That's it. That's all in.
She hit you?
Did
she hit you?
Yes.
How many times?
Twice, but it's.
Did you hit her at all?
No. I pushed her back off
After she hit you?
No, I just moved her back from me, and then she. But I don't want to press charges. That's not what I'm gonna do. If you look it up, she has a history of this. I just want her to leave tonight.
Okay. Does she stay here at all?
No.
She just visiting for the night or what?
She just came through, and I just want to go. I don't want to press charges.
What's your name?
If you look it up, this is a pattern of hers. I don't want her arrested. I just want her to leave.
He's gonna try to tell you, oh, she has a history of this. No, it's really.
What's your date of birth, man?
3/9/95.
How old are you now?
I'm 27. I'll be 28 next week.
Gotta love narcissists.
Okay. So you said he came home tonight.
Yeah, we've been here all day. He decided that he wanted to get here drunk and belligerent, and because I didn't give him what he wanted, he decided to put his hands on me because he's mad and belligerent and drunk.
When did you push her?
I didn't know. No, I'm saying when I was sitting on the bed, she smacked the out of me. Now back, like you feel me? I'm big enough. Listen, I ain't got.
All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs or anything. You're not under arrest unless you have a seat in the cruiser.
I'm in the house.
Well, we're just doing our investigation, okay?
I can sit right there in my investigation. I don't got no problem sitting down. I can have a seat.
Well, I want to hear what.
You can go talk to her. I can have a seat right here.
Do we have people run? You just want to sit in the car?
No. You can lock my door.
I'll just hang out here with you then.
I don't have no problem. I'm not trying to press charges or anything like that. I don't want any. That's unnecessary.
Where in the room were you when he punched you?
I was right here in the bedroom, and he was sitting right there on the bed, and he punched me. And like I said, as you can see, well, you probably can't see it. I can feel it right here. It's coming up right here. He punched me dead in my face. My glass came off. I just found my glasses. They were behind the TV. Punched me dead in my face in front of my daughter. Then he proceeded to kick me down the stairs twice, and I called the police. Oh, not before I called the police first. Okay. Still getting out of here.
Okay. The only injury that you're saying that you have is to the left side of your cheek. Can I see that again? Just to see.
Where he punched me.
Can I see the right side?
I can feel it. He didn't hit me on my right side.
I know. I got that. I got to look at both sides, man.
And I hit the door. I hit the wall right here. Show you right there. Hit dead into the wall. Punched me dead in my shit.
Okay. What is your relationship, actually? I didn't even ask that question.
That's my girlfriend, but what I'm saying is, tonight I don't want anybody to go to jail. I'm not trying to press charges on her. I would like her to. That's it. And like tell her, I said she's fine to get everything she wants. I'm not finna argue. I don't want anybody to go to jail tonight. I know because it's a domestic situation. I know what y'all saying, but I don't want anybody to go to jail.
So what he said?
And she smacked me. I said, all right, time to go.
Where she smacked you out in the face?
In my face. But that's not what I want. That's not.
I got that. Where she smacked you though?
Right
here. You say smacked her. She smacked her twice. Does
Okay.
she have any injuries or anything? Let me just ask you something. No, let me just ask you. Did she fall down the stairs at any point? No, I'm just talking to you, dude. Man to man, I'm talking to you. Did you put your hands on her any more than pushing her?
No, I pushed her back from hitting me.
Did she go down the stairs at all?
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let me guess. It's always the guy.
Well, it's part of it. So can you stand up and put your hands behind my back for me?
Let's stay cool with us, or I'll stay cool with you, okay?
I don't feel like going to jail tonight, though.
I understand.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately, you got to, okay?
Because I'm in my house.
I get that.
No, you're happy. Mom, can you come to this house before they send my child to children's services?
You want to do so?
Because this nigga that put his hands on me, call the police, and every time I send my child to children's services. So can you get here, please?
I called the police because...
You guys both called?
Yeah. I know.
You got your other sock?
Yeah, so... I'm going to jail.
So bad. What?
I need you to stop doing what you're doing right now,
I'm
okay?
packing my stuff.
I need you to stop doing that for right
For
now.
what?
Because you got to come with us.
Why do I?
You need to come with us. So I
For
need you to
what?
stop doing that, okay?
What do I have to come with y'all for?
We'll talk about that in a second, but
No,
you're going to come.
because I'm not understanding what I'm coming with y'all for.
Okay, so you got a knife and you need to put everything down. If I say it again, it's going to be a problem. Listen, it's not up for debate. You need to stop right now.
No, because
you
what
need to
am I
stop right
coming
now.
with
Turn
you
around.
for?
Put your hands behind your back.
First of all, they trying to slam me up against the wall. Like I'm resisting arrest. I'm not. He's not even. No, I'm not. He's not even telling me what I'm getting arrested for.
Yeah, you're arrested for domestic violence.
For what?
Domestic violence.
Kyra, tell them to come get my baby and buy me up out of here, please. Where's your mom? This is crazy. My mom's coming all the way from Centerville, and I'm not even doing nothing. Like, this is crazy,
Stop
bro.
moving.
And y'all see me and I'm trying to pack my stuff. You trying to tell me I'm resisting arrest? You're not even telling me what I'm getting arrested for.
I said I would tell you that in a second.
Yeah, and you have yet to tell me
I
still.
just told you. I told you domestic violence, and you said for what?
Yes, and I told you for what, and you still didn't tell me nothing. Well,
domestic violence. You assaulted your boyfriend.
Didn't.
Yes, you did.
How did I assault him? Yeah, he assaulted me.
Both of y'all said that y'all assaulted each other. So.
But yeah, I'm going to jail though. And this nigga punched me in my face and kicked me down the stairs. My card is still on.
He's going to jail too.
Can I turn my car?
We could turn it off. We could turn it off.
How am I going to jail, bro?
Do you have anything that I gotta be worried about?
No.
Do you want to pat it down since you're here? I'm gonna have
But
the female officer pat you down, okay?
Nothing on you, right?
No.
Nothing's gonna hurt or poke you. Okay, I just have to pat you down, okay?
What this unfair? What the freak? I'm even.
That's strong evidence on her behalf that she's got her work clothes on. You don't do domestic violence in your work clothes.
At this point, I can't determine who was the aggressor.
It's against company policy.
So you don't see the hole in the wall. You don't see the scratch on my face. Big. That's what he did.
I do not see it. No.
So you don't see the scratch on my face. You don't see the hole in the wall.
I see the hole in the wall, but it doesn't
The
look
whole
like
wall could have been there at any time.
All right, there we have it. James, were you able to watch this one?
Oh yeah, beginning to end.
Well, give it to us. What do you think?
I think the cops did the right thing. I probably personally wouldn't have arrested the dude, but based on what they had available to them, it was a good call. Get them both out of there. Let the court sort it out.
Hey, none of you have any comments about my little candy hearts that I put in here for Valentine's Day? I didn't think.
Oh, I think they're great. They're especially where they come up in between each section.
They are awesome.
Thanks for putting me out there on blast. I have to beg for my own compliments. I feel less about myself right now. James,
we'll show another heart again, Joe, and you'll feel loved again.
No, I know it's fake. Then, Fidji, were you able to catch this one?
I think I caught most of it. B, I think I'm going to go against what you were posting up. I kind of think that, well, I don't know. The fact that she said she fell down the stairs and the only thing she kind of had was pointed out was on her face. To me, if you fall down the stairs, especially if someone pushes you, you're gonna be a little sore.
So you don't think if you were the officer there, you don't think you've seen injuries consistent to the physical altercation she described?
Yeah, I don't. I think, did they arrest him too?
Yeah, both went to jail.
Oh, okay. Kind of sad, the baby. But yeah, I think the cops did the right thing.
You think that was a good call? Okay.
I do. It may have been both of them, but what she's claiming, she's kind of blowing it up a little bit.
Yeah, she may be playing into it a little bit, you think?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Bruce Wayne, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I want to see some taser action. This he said, she said is yeah. No, I have no problem with it. Kind of hard to suss out who was at fault, but
well, I hear people talk about domestic violence and there would be the most dangerous calls, but pay attention to some of those because we don't normally look at these unless there's some deadly force involved, and they're kind of different. But these are very difficult calls for police officers to go there, and if people think we get it right, you don't. And almost we're not even trying to get it right. We're just trying to get it stopped and safe for the night. Rizzy says he didn't seem drunk at all, and I think she was lying. She's on the man's side on this one. Big Ron, your thoughts, sir?
I'm actually going to agree with our with the comment we got from Rizzy from the audience that I don't think, at least from what I'm seeing, I don't think the man was the aggressor like the female was saying that he was. I think she should have been the one that hooked up. I know I've seen a lot of cases where they just have somebody leave the house for the night and nobody gets hooked up, but I'm going to agree with Riz on this one.
If there's been any in the state of Texas, if there's been any evidence of any contact whatsoever, the option to go stay somewhere else for the night's not on the table. Just saying that it's a shallow. We're a shallow arrest state. I think every state is a shallow arrest state. We don't have any discretion in that situation. Dr. Douglas Ahern, what do you think about this one? Which one would you prefer to have as a defendant?
No, well, clearly, the one that is paying the most money. But
100%.
now, look, in the first place, I want to reflect back for a second on the previous video where, we were all commenting, well, he's been arrested 7 times, right? Now, this gentleman is the one that calls. It's his house. She's there. He calls and says, "This woman is beating on me." Okay. And I want you to reverse the situation because they essentially arrested the guy from the last video because it was her outcry, her voice saying, "You're trying to kill me, kill me, kill me." Now, the situation is completely reversed. He's the one that's saying it, and yet he still gets hooked and booked. Okay. So, and then very quickly, I want you to understand about this. Well, how do you end up getting arrested 7 times? Well, you get arrested 7 times sometimes because you have a crazy, girlfriend or wife, right? So I'm going to put that out there. Secondly, and most importantly, um, the idea about just simply, let's extract them from the situation. There are some serious downstream consequences for a lot of people, given child custody issues, given domestic issues, employment issues are a big part of it. For people just simply being charged with domestic violence, I mean, there are people out there that will completely lose their job just because of the fact that they had gotten arrested because of an officer's inability to exercise even more discretion. So,
An officer would lose his job if he was arrested
yeah,
for domestic violence.
absolutely.
You're 100%
And
correct about that.
and this guy is sitting there saying, "Now wait a minute. I called the police. I told you what she was doing before this escalated any
Let
more.
me
I
drop.
needed your help."
Let me drop a point of order on that. Both of them actually called the police.
Okay, fair
Two
enough.
911 calls.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. So, but I mean, there's a lot of issues that go along with, well, let's just, we'll cuff them and they'll work it out at the courts. Well, just putting it out there.
Now, and you bring up a good point. And even a lot of law enforcement officers don't see this part because you arrest someone, you take them to jail, you book them in, and you go on back on patrol. You go on about your business. You typically will never even hear about it again to be disposed of without you. I don't think a lot of people realize that there is a lot of legal ramifications getting hooked up, especially in domestic violence situation. As far as your ability to own and possess a firearm, even in some states, if you're under investigation or out on bond for domestic violence, they restrict your right to bear arms. So there are a lot of consequences for it. But I want to go to Jason before I kind of give my opinion on that because I have one. Jason, go ahead.
Based upon everything I saw, I think, in my opinion, he seems way more credible than her. Her story is, if she was tossed down the steps, she'd be in an ambulance. Her story is not credible at all. I'm hooking her. I'm not hooking him.
That's what I said.
I haven't went yet.
My apologies, Corey. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't believe her at all. I just don't. Right? Just like Jason said and everyone else said, I was saying the same thing that she was overplaying the situation, right? She was making it seem like he just did everything wrong when you can clearly see she has an attitude problem, right? Yeah, I can understand maybe they were just gonna let the court sort it out. I wouldn't arrest him. Um, I would have put her in jail because she clearly is first not even listening to commands. Why would you go grab a knife or grab some stuff out of there? I can understand you packing, you want to leave, you want to go, blah blah blah. But nothing in your mind made you think that if I'm grabbing these knives, that it can be considered a dangerous weapon. So that means she has a disregard for everything that the police were telling her, even though they wanted to figure out the situation. Then she wanted to show her face that, oh, I got hit here. And you don't see the hole in the wall. The hole in the wall could have been there. I don't believe anything she's saying. I think she should have went to jail. What she did, I don't think the man should have went to jail.
Okay. Um, I think the officer did an okay job. One of the ways I feel about these, when you go to one of these calls, it's almost not like you're trying to sort out and find out what the exact everything like you would maybe in a different type of crime. In this one, you're going in, and the first thing you're marking in your mind as you're listening to them talk, at what point do I have the ability I could put handcuffs on this one? And then you listen to the other one, and if you have another opportunity to put handcuffs on that one, sometimes it's, I'm not sure what the right thing is to do is, but I know that these two aren't going to hurt anybody if I take them and put them both in jail tonight. So, and I think that's why you see a lot of variations, Dr. Doug, from jurisdictions and from even inside the jurisdictions, how different officers will see it depending on the type of situation. But, and Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, when I went to calls like this, that's what was running through my mind as I listened to the story. I see the marks. Okay, check. The stories, I can articulate that. And now I see a physical red mark there. I can get a picture of that. Okay, good. Now I can arrest someone because the law is there. Because in a domestic violence situation, that's what I'm there to do. I'm there to remove someone or both of them.
Yeah, it's not always an arrest. It's separate. And a lot of times we've sent somebody to a mom's house or a cousin's house or a hotel. But you hit the nail on the head. Every single domestic I've been to, it's a he said, she said. And both parties are trying to be the victim. So you have to match these stories with what does the evidence prove? And that's where you get your probable cause for an arrest. The one thing that's also kind of not mentioned here is that if you commit domestic violence in the presence of a child, that's a crime within itself. So there's other statutes that come in and apply here than just two adults yelling. If there's children present, that can change the whole thing too. So the fact that there's kids here, if these two had a physical confrontation, now you could probably arrest both, but in my history, it's always been who's telling the truth here and who tried to resolve it and who is the aggressor. So these are really hard, guys. I'm just saying it's he said, she said every time.
And my point, Jason, you're right, is that he said, she said, is that sometimes even if I believe one person, I mean, and I'll take this back. There are times you have evidence that backs up exactly what someone said. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But when it's the he said, she said, the only thing you really have is a faint mark here and a faint mark there, and then a story from each one of the parties. Even if I believe one, that still may not be the right deal. I just think on domestic violence, an officer is going into a bad situation. And I'll go back to what Dr. Doug said, is that I don't think the law really cares. It goes back to maybe we need to take a look at laws again. I know why this one's in place, but maybe we need to take a look at it, is that the legal ramifications being arrested on this when officers are going there just to get a separation, because a lot of times the non-actor, the victim essentially, is being taken to jail. In this situation, if there was a victim and one of them went to jail, I don't know if it was him or her, but a victim went to jail in the situation that we're watching right here, if you look at it that way.
Can I have one thing, Joe, before I go? And I apologize. I wanted to piggyback on something Corey said.
Jump in, sir.
Okay. And I don't mean to say that, that there's this major disparity between the way that men are being treated in domestic violence. I will just say, based on my experience doing the defense, it's almost that the females are getting much more of the benefit of the doubt just walking in the door. And here's a good example. Corey mentioned, she was not obeying commands. She wasn't listening, and she went and picked up a knife. And one of the officers, and I missed that. He's right. One of the officers said, "Ma'am, like put the knife down." If that would have been a guy that would have picked up that knife, that would have been a completely different scenario. Unequivocally, completely different scenario. So just got to put that out there.
No, I don't disagree with you. I think a woman in a domestic violence situation, and a lot of women play it very well. We hadn't seen very good actors here tonight. I've seen much better actors. That if you believe that she's a truly beaten wife, then you have some sympathy there, and kind of the man comes out and you want to, I'm going to arrest this son of a bitch and take him to jail. Some women are very good at playing that. I'll go back again. I don't know that any domestic violence that I've ever gone on, and like I say, I wasn't on patrol for very many years, less than 2 actually. I was on patrol, so I don't have a ton of these in my belt. But I don't know that any one of them went that I could actually tell you 100% which one of the parties was a victim, which one of the parties was an aggressor. A lot of times they're back and forth. I mean, people fight, like, it's weird. I don't like being a police officer and inside of a domestic or a family situation, because there's no win in that. You're always going to be the bad guy. But let's see how they do Tinder dates in Phoenix.
Officers of the Mountain View and Cactus Park precincts were called to an apartment in the area of 22nd Avenue and Indian School Road after 911 received several calls of a fight. Here is one of those 911 calls.
Phoenix 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yeah, can you send police officers?
I need an address.
22 West Indian School Road.
Is that an apartment?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is the emergency?
The guy upstairs beating the crap out of the girl, and they said he has a gun.
Okay, stay on the phone with me. Okay, we've got officers already started, okay? What's your first name, ma'am?
Oh my God! Get out of the house! Get out of the house! Carlos, get out of the house! Get out of the house! Look, he just shot him. We live downstairs.
Okay, stay on the line with me, okay?
Get out of the house! Get out of the house! He just shot. I don't want him shooting you. I don't know if he shot that girl or not.
Okay.
He shot off a round.
How many shots did you hear?
He shot I believe it's 2 so far that I've heard.
Okay.
Phoenix
911, where's the emergency?
Please, no, please, no.
911, where's the emergency?
Please.
Hello?
What? No. No, don't
Ma'am, where are you?
No.
Ma'am, I need to know where you are.
Hello?
Ma'am, what apartment are you in? Hello? Hello?
Phoenix Police! Phoenix Police! Phoenix Police, if you're in there, just come out. We just need to make sure you're okay. Yeah, get them out of here.
Hey, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to evacuate, okay? We got an issue over here. Yeah, on this neighbor right here. So if you guys can grab some shoes real quick.
The officers then met with additional responding officers to develop a plan to make contact. That's when they heard a shot from inside of the apartment.
Oh, there you go. It's inside. All right. Hey, we got shots fired inside. We're gonna move the team up. Don't get in front of the door. Bunker up that window and take that window. Make announcements. Phoenix Police Department, come out with your hands up now!
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hold. Okay, screaming.
Got screaming.
Screaming? All right, move.
Go.
Move.
Go.
Nice and easy.
Nice
Move
and
towards the
slow.
screaming.
Nice
Guns
and
up.
slow.
Look for somebody.
Okay, watch this. That door's closed, so we're gonna take this one right here. Come to me. Right to the left.
Hey, pick up that right room.
That right? That room is right.
As the officers were working their way through the apartment, they saw what looked like bullet holes in the walls.
Hey, better get to that door. There's a bullet hole right through here.
All right, move the bed. Bunker up on that door. Hey, take that door. Where's the ramp?
Phoenix Police! Hey, you have door to your left. Watch out.
Stop. Here, what? Come down. Here. All right. It's me. Here, what? Gun down. Here.
Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses. There's the video.
I'm going to quote Joe here. Cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice. Go ahead, Pigeon. What do you
Cheese
think
and
about
rice.
this?
I couldn't really tell what was happening at the end. Did they shoot that guy?
Adequately, yes.
They didn't bring in
Okay.
chocolates and flowers.
Well, I couldn't tell what happened with him. I mean, like it was that one officer in the back shooting. He was that was a little scary because the other officer was like right in front of him. But yeah, I think they get right on that one. That's terrifying. I'm glad that guy isn't around to do any more damage to people.
The
I
victim
don't care
wasn't
how
shot.
mad you are. Shooting in an apartment complex. Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm just saying the victim
Sing of
was uninjured in this. Trying to get the spot we're talking about. Oh, you're talking about there with white gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Like
there.
there's
They
one
must
point where
have
he's
been.
shooting and he's shooting kind of around the guy through a door. It's like if that guy moves like a fraction of an inch.
Well,
you're gonna
in
hit
all
him.
fairness, you can see from this 90-degree angle that he's shooting, but you don't see where his path is clear or not. And I'll give him some credit. No officers were hit. Only bad guy was hit. So he must have done okay. It's the gloves that I'm concerned with.
Yeah, right in there. That's where I'm kind of
Okay,
right
but
before the hubs.
so you know, you're not going to bill him. You just want this guy to get more training in a different pair of gloves.
Yeah. What's up with the gloves? Why do they all have gloves on?
It's
Or
not uncommon to
is it
wear
just
gloves.
that
I don't
one
know why
guy?
they're wearing white gloves. But
Makes him look Canadian.
Most of them are wearing black gloves. Just that guy's wearing white ones.
I only saw one guy wearing white gloves. Like when he went to the store, that's all they had, and he had to have a pair.
Maybe they were going to the opera afterwards. You never know.
Do you wear white gloves at the opera?
Well, they used to, yeah.
Okay. Corey, what do you think? Doc says he's surprised there wasn't some blue on blue. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, well, one thing, no bill. They say that lady's life. I don't know if they said that the actual perpetrator shot her or not, but he definitely was threatened with a gun, and they heard the gunshot inside of there. No bill.
Okay. No, she was uninjured. He did not shoot her, and the law enforcement officers also did not shoot her.
Okay.
Yeah, did not shoot her.
Well,
They shot him.
they saved her life.
All right, Bruce
They
Wayne.
saved a lot because didn't the bullets go through the floor, like downstairs into the apartment?
They could have, but they may not have. That subfloor's quite a bit. If it was a tile floor, maybe not. Could have, yeah.
Because I thought the girl said that on the phone. She was telling that person, get out, because he's shooting, and she mentioned something about it going through the floor.
You know what it could have been? I didn't catch that. I couldn't tell if it was the floor or if she was in an adjacent apartment. It was going through the walls. I don't know. But
I
Bruce,
like how it hugs at the end. That's just brilliant.
it was a nice warm hug right then before he goes on and sees Jesus.
He can hug that lead nice and tight.
Yeah, this is absolutely a no bill for me. I like a nice black and white, good and bad video. Sounded like a horrible call, and glad they got there. She was all right, and glad that he's not a problem anymore. Nope, no bill, and good to see.
Yeah, it's, that's a problem solved, and it's going to stay solved, Ranger style. I agree with you. Big Ron.
Well, as one of my favorite sayings is, you play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. This is I'm going to go ahead and quote one of our famous Florida sheriffs here. The reason they shot so many times is because evil can never be dead enough. I have zero respect for a man that hurts a woman. I'm 100% okay with this no bill.
I like how you don't stand legs on across a bridge there. Corey, have you gone yet, sir? Dr. Doug run out and it's messed my order up. I don't know if I've gone to you or not.
Yeah, I said no bill.
You want to change? I'll give you an opportunity. You want to change your answer?
No.
All right,
No, I said no bill.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
let's go to Jason. What do you think about this one, man?
To be honest, I don't think the cops responded the way that I would have. You can see right there, they have a ram at the bedroom door. Based on the 911 call and the information they had walking up there, I like the fact they evacuated the rooms next to it, but they should have went in a lot quicker than they did based upon the information they had. If that was my scene, you have a completely justified warrantless entry. I'm ramming that door. We're walking up there prepared to go in, not knocking on the door. That's the only criticism I have is I would have went in very, very quickly, and we have an innocent person there. Shots have been fired. I'm not knocking on the goddamn door. We're going in, body bunker, ram. We're approaching this with that mindset and going in. But it's a no bill. I'm just being critical on what I would have done.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. And Rizzy Riz, yes, the victim in this was not physically injured. She survived this without gunshot wounds. I don't know if she may have been beat up, but she wasn't shot. So, absolutely. And Jason, I agree with you. I don't see how they backed off and assembled and waited for more resources to come before they breached that door. You've got gunshot. Listen, you got it all right here. You've got a woman screaming. You got gunshots going off. You got a 911 call saying that they think that he's shooting her over there. You have there's no more of an exigent circumstance to break door and get through there, break windows, whatever you had to do. But I agree with you, Jason. My agency, we would have gone. We would have kicked door.
Can I go?
Who said that?
That was James.
Sorry if I skipped you, James. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'll play devil's advocate here just a little bit. Technically, the only law that he broke, as far as I can tell, is discharging a firearm within city limits. Does that warrant death? I don't know. Did he point a gun at the officers? You can't see that.
What about kidnapping?
Was that a kidnapping?
She wouldn't appear to be able to leave on her own.
Well,
Does
that warrant death?
What about aggravated deadly assault with a firearm that he's holding to her head and discharging which is deadly conduct, also a felony? I think absolutely there's no doubt that they had the right.
He was holding it to her head?
Yeah, James, I'm sorry. This is a bad one to play devil's advocate on.
Yeah, if you'd like to go back and listen to the lady screaming, "Oh my God, he's holding a gun to my head," we can get there. Just give me a second.
Phoenix Police.
I think they'd already breached the bedroom door. Hang on, we're taking our crumpet break.
Move the bed. Bunker up on that door. Hey, take that door. Where's the ram? sir. Police! Hey, you have door to your left.
Watch out.
Got a gun on me, please stop, and then gunshot.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that.
Does that change your opinion?
I suppose it would.
Yeah, brother, I think that this...
I'm actually laughing at you, James.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I didn't see him do anything.
This is the reason people carry guns, is to stop bullshit like this.
Yeah, but I didn't see him. That's all I'm saying. And if I was just going off of the evidence that I could see, then well,
I'm glad you're not sitting on a grand jury that I'm subject to. I just don't know if you're paying attention. That's all.
I'm paying attention. It's just I didn't see it. She said it. People can say anything.
Sit on mine, drink plenty of coffee, get lots of rest, man. I need you to be on your P's and Q's and paying attention to details that might save me, man.
Bro, I've been plowing snow for 26 hours. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm just messing with you. Well, you come and say silly things. I mean, that calls fire upon yourself. Let's go to where do we want to go first here?
James, if I'm in a shitstorm, James, please don't respond to my shitstorm. I'm scared.
That's messed up, man. The guy hadn't any sleep. He's been plowing snow. Let's go.
I can only respond to what I see, damn it.
Let's check out a Mexican standoff.
Are tacos involved?
I don't know. I think my boyfriend's
Very
having
well.
like a mental breakdown, and he does have a knife.
How old is he? Just a guess.
42.
Okay.
But he's
Don't
like
hang up,
screaming,
okay?
hitting at the walls.
Don't hang up. Are you in a safe place right now?
Well,
Yeah,
Casey
he was
burns
my
you,
closet.
Jason or James.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, she
Don't
did.
hang up,
Damn.
okay?
No, we had some beers. We were just.
Guess I
hanging
need to
out,
ask
and
for
then
my ring
he-
back.
And then I don't know what happened. He just started like.
Do you know what he's
Screaming
diagnosed with?
myself. No, nothing that I know of.
Okay, and is he under the influence?
Yeah, he is.
Do you know what he's under the influence of?
Well, we only had beers. I don't think he took anything else.
Okay. Okay. And this is a house or an apartment?
It's an apartment.
What unit number?
But I've never seen him like this.
You don't know what caused this, right?
No. I was sleeping. We had some. I was making some food. I woke up, made some margaritas. We were just drinking, chilling, and then I don't know where he just started exploding.
Okay. And you're hiding in the closet?
Yeah, I came to the closet because he threw beers, he threw everything on the floor, and then he had a knife, and then he cut the bed.
Okay. You never seen him like this, right?
Never.
Okay, don't hang up. One moment.
The caller describes the man as police are sent to the scene.
And he's white, black, Asian, or Hispanic?
He's Hispanic.
Okay, and do you know what he's wearing today?
Just some like shorts. Oh my god.
Do you know his name? Are you able to speak? If you can't speak,
He's wearing some army shorts. Some army green shorts. Mhm.
Okay, no shirt?
No shirt. No shirt.
How old is he?
42.
42, you said, right? What's his name?
I don't know.
No. Okay, now.
Stellar 35, Roger. Bullets 47.
And 35 have the supervisor for to respond code 3. Suspect is residence. What if possible? Wait for the sleep. They're almost here. Ma'am, back up! Hey! That's 47. No, okay. Step back up. Step back. Hey, stop right there. Stop right there. You got 40? No. Stop right there. Stop. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. I gotta switch. Hey. Switch. 40. No. Stop right there. Stop. Get on the ground now. I gotta switch. Hey, ¿va a estar bien? español?
No, habla español.
¿Tú hablas español?
Ok.
¿Cómo le puedo ayudar? No, vamos a ayudar, pero ponga sus manos atrás y camine con nosotros. Señor.
No la puedo poner.
Ok, véngase para acá. Ok, véngase para acá.
No, porque no me queda arrestar.
No. Si no me rescato, vamos a arrestar.
No importa.
Ok, ponte al piso. Ponte al piso. No te queremos matar. No te queremos matar. Ok, ponte al piso con tus manos atrás.
No. Porque estoy dolido.
¿Ah?
Estoy dolido.
Te vamos a ayudar. Te vamos a ayudar, ¿ok?
¿De qué forma?
Vamos a hablar contigo. Vamos a hablar contigo afuera.
No.
¿Dónde vamos a hablar?
Tú me vas a arrestar.
No, no te quiero arrestar. No te quiero arrestar. Pero no te vayas a la cocina.
Mi familia, bro.
Ok.
Es mi familia, man.
Hey, vamos a hablar, ¿ok?
No,
Mira.
es mi familia.
Ok, vamos a hablar.
Mi familia, Sara, yo estoy trabajando.
Vamos a hablar.
Otras personas,
Ok.
otras personas.
¿Quién más está adentro?
No.
Ok.
What's the weapon on the left? Is that a 40 cal? What is that?
Ven para acá. ¿Ah? De los problemas de la vida.
No, te estoy
I think that's non-lethal.
Ok. ¿Cómo te puedo
Maybe a
ayudar?
beanbag.
Hey, you ain't got a shirt on. This would be a good time to actually see if a taser's going to work.
I need to sell taser-proof shirts, and they're just white T-shirts.
No, you speak English, right?
Yeah, I do.
You, okay.
No,
I know he don't speak Spanish. What's going on?
We were drinking, fine, chilling. I think he did something. He doesn't want to tell me. I've been with him 8 years. Never seen him like this, ever. He hasn't hurt me. He hasn't done anything to me. But he got the knife. He started stabbing it on it.
The
He
bed?
started hitting the wall.
So then you got scared and barricaded yourself in the bathroom?
So I just went to the bathroom.
It's a pepper ball.
And then he came out, and then what happened? What was he saying? What was he getting this from?
That he wanted to kill somebody.
Okay.
He
He didn't say you, he just said somebody. I got cops. I got cops.
He needs help. I don't know. He's not acting.
Hey, we got no crimes, 5150. Okay. Any weapons or anything on him?
Got some foam 40 mics there.
Yeah.
Hey, does he have anything else? Does he have anything else besides this? That's all you saw?
Come on, rubberized foam. Let's go.
No, don't grab it. Don't grab it. No? He already had two. No, go ahead. What else did he have?
And I threw this one.
Okay. He had two already. Don't go hands on. So which one was he stabbing the bed with? The white one or the black one?
Yo estoy celoso. Estoy dolido.
Okay, pero queremos ayudar.
Soy fiel a mi mujer y otra persona allá.
I'm just waiting for a
Yo
boom.
no tengo problema.
Okay, pero ven para que estamos a ayudar, ¿ok? Señor, no vayas a la cocina.
Yo trabajo, yo la amo, yo nunca le he
Señor.
sido fiel. Y otra persona está allá hablándole a ella, a mi mujer.
Yo quiero hablar contigo.
Tú tienes familia, tú tienes tu esposa. Te va a gustar.
But he's already Señor.
He has access to it.
Amigo, ven para acá. Ven, mira. No estás en ningún problema. Nomás ven por acá.
No, porque usted me quiere sacar arrastrado.
No te voy a arrestar. ¿Cómo te llamas? Mi amigo, ven, mira. Te vamos a ayudar. No te queremos lastimar. No te queremos lastimar. ¿Ok?
Yo sí me quiero lastimar.
No, ok. No queremos que te lastimes. Mira.
Is this California
Si
by
agarras un
chance?
arma, te vamos a pegar con eso.
Arizona.
¿Ok?
No tengo armas.
Ok, nomás ven para acá.
No tengo armas.
Ven para acá.
But seconds later, Cuellar picks up a knife.
Amigo, ven para acá.
Otra persona allá está. Yo me metí en problemas.
Ok, pero ven para que estamos a ayudar, ¿ok? Señor, no vayas a la cocina.
Yo trabajo, yo la amo, yo nunca le he
Señor.
sido fiel. Y otra persona está allá hablándole a ella, a mi mujer.
Yo quiero hablar
Tú me
contigo.
estás fiel. Tú tienes familia, tú tienes tu esposa. Te va a gustar a ti, brother, que alguien te venga a hacer eso. Cuando tú no debes.
But he's already Mi amigo, ven para acá.
No.
Ven, mira. No estás en any problema. Nomás ven para acá.
No, porque usted me quiere sacar arrastrado.
No te voy a arrestar. ¿Cómo te llamas? Mi amigo, ven, mira. Te vamos a ayudar. No te queremos lastimar. No te queremos lastimar. ¿Ok?
Yo sí me quiero lastimar.
No, ok. No queremos que te lastimes. Mira. Si agarras un arma, te vamos a pegar con
No tengo arma,
vamos a ver, ¿ok?
No tengo arma.
Ok, nomás ven para acá.
No tengo arma.
Ven para acá. Amigo, ven para acá. ¡Ey, no! ¡Ponte eso! ¡Ponte eso! ¡Ponte eso! ¡Ponte eso!
Tengo nada, me quedé disparando.
Still calling him an asshole.
Volteate la pared bien, ¿ok?
Eso es lo que quería. Eso es lo que quería él.
Oh, I think he hit him in the hand.
Eso no quiere dar. Hay que echarme así.
Yeah, it was hard to tell, but yeah, he actually hit the hand that was holding the knife.
That's awesome.
Cuellar was later taken
Damn,
to the
that's how you
hospital
Will
and
Rogers
treated for a
something.
laceration on his wrist and a fracture. He was later booked for an outstanding and unrelated warrant out of a nearby city. Right now, the use of force incident is still under investigation. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra.
Oh, that was perfect use.
Okay, let's go to Corey Brooks. What do you think about this one?
No, Bill. I'm glad that hopefully he can get the help that he needs. I don't know why he just spazzed out like that, but I'm glad that they did get a chance to knock that knife out of his hand, and everybody goes home alive. Right. I hate to see life taken, but I also want to make sure that police or anybody, right, if there's a way to preserve life, let's preserve life. But I think it was a good thing that they did use non-lethal. They were able to apprehend them.
Okay. Fidji, your opinion. What do you think?
My opinion, he needs to grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. All of this because his girlfriend was talking to some other guy. You know, if he thinks she's cheating on him, hey, grab your shit, leave, or throw her out. There you go. There's the solution to that. That's a done deal. I'm glad he didn't get hurt in that, really, you know. But yeah,
Let me ask you this.
There's some maturity issues there.
So let me ask you this. If you were the officer, one of those officers there, how would you have handled it? Would you tell him to grow up? I mean, what would you have done as the police officer?
You asked me my opinion. You asked me my opinion. That's what I'm thinking about the guy. Like, all of this over that stupid shit. Are you kidding me? The officers handled it well. I don't have any problem with how they handled it. I thought they were pretty patient, you know, and they did what they got him out of there without hurting him too badly. So that's awesome, especially when he picked up that knife. You know, I commend him.
Cool. James, you want to weigh in?
Sure. I kind of agree with B in that they should have had him on the ground a bit earlier. But despite that, I believe the use of force they used was appropriate and not at all egregious. I mean, that was a damn fine shot with a 40 mic. So yeah, no, that's good. No bill.
Very good, Bruce Wayne.
You guys are all saying this is a great shot. But you realize this is the reason why everyone says, why don't you just shoot him in the leg or something like that? Everyone's going to hold everyone to that standard now. But
look at Bruce coming with the good point.
But no, yeah, definitely no bill. I think, yeah, maybe they could have deployed a taser earlier before he reached for the weapon. I don't know what the procedure is, if you can do that before they reach for something, but no bill.
Big Ron.
Joke's on you, Bruce. He was actually aiming for the chest and hit him in the hand.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no bill, and I'm actually going to agree with one of our audience members. B, this went way too long. I definitely would have deployed less lethal a lot sooner. Rather be taser because he's damn near naked, so we would have gotten good contact. Jason's favorite pepper balls or the 40 mic like they did. I think I would have ended this a little sooner. The longer it goes on, I think there's a higher chance, in my opinion, of lethality being used versus non-lethal. But yeah, no bill.
Jason.
I agree with everything. I don't know why this went on this long. Good Lord, you have more than just cause to less lethal here. And he's got a kitchen there with multiple weapons in there. This is where law enforcement has become scared to try to negotiate stuff at times. But this guy, there's no negotiating with this guy. This is where cops get in trouble. Just end it, get it over with, make him safe, pepper spray him, pepper ball him, tase him. I don't care what the hell you have to do. End it right now. They just let this go on way too goddamn long. I would have not. I would have. Yeah, I would have ended this about 15 minutes earlier than this went on for.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. If you guys will remember, and I can go back and pull the audio on it. It took them a minute to make a decision when they called him out 5150. Basically, he's mental, and they can take him into custody as a danger to himself or others for a 72-hour hold, but no criminal charges. After talking to her, she said, "Hey, he didn't threaten me. He was stabbed in the bed. He's mad." I mean, really, what do you have here besides a guy who's mad in his house? So, maybe I get their reluctance or their pause, maybe, but I would have been angry if they'd tased that guy and got him on the ground and then sorted it out. But yeah, good points. We're gonna have just enough time to get this. Go ahead, Bruce.
Oh, I was just gonna say I like that Valentine's pink lighting in that door, and then I was gonna ask you if we had time for another.
We've got just enough time for this one, I believe. Let's check it out.
Got a ground. Male's got a gun. Male's got a gun. Male's got a gun. Put your hand out of the ground. Get out of the ground. Get out of the ground. Drop it.
I'd have dropped them by now.
That's my mom. Drop it now. That's my mom. That's my mom. Drop it.
What's on his pants?
Drop it. That's my fuck.
I would have never let him get that close to the victim.
Yeah, why'd he let him stand over her like that? It is.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that officer was inclined to kill someone that day, but I get that. John, what do you think about this one? And welcome.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, this one kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, I'd have dropped him way before. We actually had an incident like that when I was doing a ride along. And when we pulled up, the guy was standing over his wife. Should have dropped him then, but he ended up doing her in right there in front of us and his daughter. Yeah, I'd have nailed him way back in the parking lot.
I kind of agree with Doc there that he did have some things maybe out of order, but I think the register in his mind was smoking, trying to take in exactly what was happening there. But yeah, I see your point. Fidji.
Yeah, I'm with everyone on that. He got way too close. The third time the guy said drop the gun, that should have been a shot. That would kept that girl safer. I think he took a risk with her life.
That is one way to look at it. James, what do you think?
Male got a gun, advancing aggressively. No, you tell him to drop it twice, you make him drop it the third time.
So you think that the officer should have taken action sooner?
Yeah, it's the same problem that Jason's been going over many times in our spaces, where the officers that are being trained and whatnot, they just have way too much hesitancy. They will not pull the trigger. They'd rather get shot.
That is something that we have noticed, and Jason's pointed it out more than a few times. Where are we at? Are we at Bruce Wayne? I think we're good, right? Bruce Wayne, Big Ron?
Well, I yeah, pretty much, in my opinion, should have dropped him a lot sooner. Shouldn't have gotten to that point, but I can't say I'd bill him for it.
Yeah, that's the only comment I've got is I would have dropped him a lot sooner. And when he started walking towards the victim and the victim's on the ground crawling away, he's got a firearm in his hand. Nah, he would have taken a dirt nap.
So everybody's in agreement would have taken action sooner, or thinks wouldn't have faulted him for taking action sooner. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
Yeah, I think that's more accurate.
Okay. Corey, did you see that video?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He should have dropped him sooner.
Weigh in, sir.
Yeah, he should have dropped him sooner. He is also presenting a danger to the public. He was walking up to, whether that was the girlfriend or someone else, to potentially shoot her, or if she wasn't shot already, or whatever the case may have been. That mode is protection of life at that point. I can't say why he hesitated. I don't know why, but yeah, I am glad. I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure, but I'm glad that the woman is alive and still alive. It's just a sad situation, but he earned it.
He did. Jason, what are your takeaways from this one?
I'm going to say what I say all the time. Priorities of life. The victim's innocent, police officer and suspect. I'm not even giving verbal commands. This is when you're talking, you're not shooting. If this guy's walking forward and there's a victim or an innocent in between you and that suspect with an armed weapon, there's no verbal commands. It's a done deal right now.
Do we have one more video to do if we've got time for it?
Well, I think we'll just have enough time for it. Won't have any discussion. Folks, we'll have an after party after this live stream here. Give us about 20, 25 minutes to stretch our legs, get some fresh drinks, and we'll start a space on X. If you're not following us in our X community group, if you'll go to my profile, it's at the top. Join our community group, catch up with all the spaces that we do and the live streams that we do. We've got some we think it's pretty interesting. And I also want to push out for tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to host our second bar fight. This is a different type of space. There are no rules. You don't have to raise your hand. You can bring in any opinion you want. If you just want to come in and vent and tell people how angry you are about something, this is the space for you to do it. The only losers are those that quit, get offended and quit. So I encourage everyone to give us a shot on that tomorrow night. And the invite's already out. You can also catch that in the community and go ahead and get your reminder set. But here's the last video.
And if you find an enraged leftist, invite them.
Yes, we're looking for people to be strong opinionated.
Hello, please tell me, can you hear me?
I have something better.
Hi, yes, please.
What is your address?
My address is...
Okay, and do you need police or paramedics there? What's going on?
Police, please, because my dad's getting super aggressive now, please.
Okay, what unit? Okay, what unit?
Please.
What unit are you in?
No!
What unit?
No!
Hun, what unit are you in?
We're in apartments.
What's going on?
My dad's getting super aggressive, and this isn't the first time!
Hello?
Oh, he has a knife. He has a knife.
Who has a knife? Hey, dude, have a seat. Sit down. Sit down.
I haven't done anything.
Okay, sit down.
No, why? Ask her.
Hey, dude. Don't touch the knife, okay?
Dude.
You grab the knife, you're gonna get shot, all right?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Have a seat.
It's gonna be her fault.
No, no, mommy, it's okay.
612. Subject has a knife in his
It's okay,
pocket.
mommy. It's okay, mommy.
Hey, dude. Have a seat, bro.
No, dude. Fuck
Have a seat.
you. No.
Okay. Nothing has to get worse than it has to be, okay?
Fuck, dude. It's her fucking fault.
Hey, dude. Drop the fucking knife. Drop the knife.
No, fuck you.
Drop the knife, dude. Drop the. Dude, you come like.
Fuck you.
Drop the fucking knife, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
Hey, dude, drop the knife. Drop the fucking knife.
Right here.
612 shot fired. Drop the fucking knife, dude. Move the knife. Dude. Drop the. Dude, you come like.
Fuck you.
Drop the fucking knife, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
Hey, dude, drop the knife. Drop the fucking knife.
Right here.
612 shots fired.
Succumbed to his injuries. Real quick, folks. We're going to go real quick around this. We can have further discussion in the after party. John Cox, appropriate law enforcement response?
Yep.
Fidji, appropriate law enforcement response?
Absolutely.
James.
Affirmative.
Bruce Wayne.
No bill.
Big Ron.
No bill.
Jason.
I gotta think about it. No, kidding. Yeah, no bill.
I agree. I say no bill. The way he made his children scared, he needed a dirt nap anyway. He's a better father today than he was that day. All right, folks, that's the end of our show. I appreciate everyone tuning in. The comments are great. We love it. We'll see you again next Friday with another police show. We won't have a Valentine's Day theme. We'll go back to our normal police use of force theme. But catch us in the after party. Thanks.
Hello.
No.
And did you ever get any money from Maya Lansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those fellas.
None of those fellas. None of these that I've been reading about, and none that I knew. They never gave me anything.
None of the machetes?
No. I don't even speak to it. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk.
You don't like it?
No.
Night Court with Joe Lanou live on X.
Also known as Duck Corella.
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent to criminate.
You got any business?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of intent to criminate.
You have any profession?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent
You have
to
any
criminate.
occupation?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent
Are
to
you a
criminate.
known racketeer?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of